Hello everyone, it's Kay here, back again after a short absence, and I just thought it was time that I made a little video to share with you some of the things that I've been making, and it's just little bitty things really. It's not anything of any great consequence, but I am feeling better. Thank you to those who followed up my last video and just checked to see how I was doing, etc. I am very, very much better. So the first thing I wanted to share with you is this lovely little booklet. Now I can't remember who it was. I think it might be GI Care that I watched, but I'm not 100% sure, for this lovely little, it's for a journal, a little pocket affair, very, very easy to make, very, very simple to put together. Excuse the band of the tripod again, it's that time of day, but basically all it is a card that is then divided into three with the longer lengths here, and then you line it with whatever paper you like. Make pockets from, I've just used coffee stained paper here, but clearly you could use whatever you wanted. If you had enough left over from your ephemera that you've used, then certainly you could do that, or something that complemented it. But there is the little tag that goes with it, very plain on the back. It's actually the handmade papers, not that I've done. It's a proper purchase set, and then I've just put a little bit of lace and baker's twine in the top to pretty it up, and that slots into the pocket like so. A nice little bit of fine lace trim here, and then washi tape, which I've also glued down because we know it can be a tad unreliable over a period of time. And then my paralysed paint that I use, that's it on the outer aspect, but clearly you would anchor this down into your journal on this page, or you could have it freestanding and just paper clip it in place if that's what you wanted to do. There's another little pocket down here. Now I'm thinking to myself, is it Craft Amy, the I'm going to have to look it up and leave a link underneath. I think it might even be Amy, but I'm not absolutely sure. But I will check it out and try and find it and leave a link below. Then there's a little circular tag here, a little tag with the butterfly on it, plain on the back, so you could add to that whatever you wanted. But I just thought, what a lovely component to add to a journal. You could obviously use your digipapers, whatever you wanted to decorate, and then it just folds up and folds up like so, and you just use a little bit of the twine or ribbon or whatever you like in the center, and that just ties it up as it is there. And I just thought that was such a lovely idea, and I had to give that a little go. So that's that one. I'll see if I can widen out a bit. Maybe that's better. And then while I was doing that, I watched something else because I'm a bit of a butterfly. And again, I can't remember who it was. I wasn't very well, so I wasn't taking all my usual notice that I do. But I found someone who very briefly made these lovely little tag holders, and it's round tags, which was all the more intriguing. I can't remember who it was, and I do apologise to them. It's not my idea, it's not a new idea as always, but I just liked making the cup for the round tag. It's two different size of circles basically, and then you decorate them and have this little cup affair that you can fit your tag into. And of course I wanted to use my corrugated card because I really do like that. The papers that I've used here for the little tags is the ephemera kit from Artie Mays, and it is just lovely. It's papers to add to a journal that you might be making. It's not a specific kit by any means. It is purely ephemera with numbers and letters and that kind of thing, but it did lend itself to this little project so nicely, and it's got butterflies and stamps and numbers and letters. It really is very, very lovely. So you have quite muted colours, which I'm hoping will fit into any project that I decide to use them in at a later date. So I went and made quite a few of those because it was easy, stress-free, and I just made some more of the tiny little tags, the little miniature envelopes, and I had a bit of coffee dyed paper hanging around, as you do invariably, and I just stamped on it and then cut up bits and pieces and added some flat back pearl just to give it that little bit of extra dimension. Inked all around the edges, needless to say. I think that's a purple oxide, and then the mandatory photo paper distress ink from Tim Holtz. There's another one. I really did batch make, as you can see. And then there's the last one, but I just enjoyed putting them together so much. And it could be something that you gifted if you wanted to, a little bit of ephemera, and it would fit a whole series of, you know, junk journal pages, mixed media pages, whatever you wanted to do with them, really. And that's the kind of thing I felt like making. And then finally I made another little booklet because I found these button papers. I can't remember whose DigiKit it was, but they were the right size, and all I had to do then was put a nice little serviette gifted to me some time ago by the very lovely Betsy Doodle, and coffee stained papers that are just pamphlet stitched inside, and it just makes such a lovely little notebook for quick little things that you might want to jot down. It's a lovely size, hand size. If I measure it, you'll see a little bit more of how big it is. It's not huge. It's 4.5 or 4 3/4 by 3.5, and I've just done the same as I did with the little tutorial I did for these, and it's just the 2 pieces of card, and then I've just used the corrugated card to form the hinge aspect, which works really, really nicely. And because you then do the same thing in the center of your cover prior to adding your coffee stained papers, it actually feels quite substantial when it's in your hand. So I hope you've enjoyed this little share. I do have other things pending, and I will be back again to share those with you, but this is just to let you know that I am back on the making side of things and sharing with you as I do. So thank you very much. Take care, everyone. Happy crafting. Bye bye for now.